Have you ever thought to yourself, I'll finally be happy once my problems go away? Once life calms down, I'll finally find peace. Well, I'm here to tell you that's a lie. Here's the harsh truth about happiness that most people won't tell you. Being happy and at peace doesn't mean that you won't have any problems. It means you've learned to live with them, to accept that life is messy, unpredictable, and filled with challenges. And trust me, that's okay. In this video, I'm gonna help you reframe your idea of happiness and show you how to focus on what you can control. Take a moment to think about this. Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you fix, life always seems to throw something new at you? You solve one issue, and then boom, another one shows up. It feels exhausting, right? Like you're on a never-ending treadmill. That's because peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of acceptance. Today, I want to help you shift your mindset to see that life is meant to be a little messy. And instead of fighting that, we need to learn how to embrace it. We live in a world where people think happiness is a destination. Once I get that job, once I find the right person, once I make more money, etc., etc., etc. But the truth is, even when you hit those milestones, life will keep testing you. And here's where most people go wrong. They think the key to happiness is solving every single problem that they have. But let me ask you this. Has there ever been a time in your life when everything was perfect? When there wasn't some challenge, some type of stress, something that you had to deal with? Probably not, right? Because the reality is, problems never go away. They just change form. Mark Manson put it perfectly when he said, life is essentially an endless series of problems. The solution to one problem is merely the creation of the next. It sounds harsh, right? I know. But once you accept that, you can stop chasing the fantasy of a perfect, problem-free life. It's not about eliminating your problems. It's about learning how to manage your emotions and find peace despite of them. So, if peace doesn't come from solving every issue, where does it come from? There's a quote by Epictetus, who was a Stoic philosopher, that really hits this point home. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are simply not. Let's break that down. You can't control other people's opinion of you. You can't control the past. You can't control of what's going to happen tomorrow. But here's what you can control. How you react to things, how much energy you give to negative thoughts, and what you focus on every day. I want to tell y'all a quick story. There's a famous prayer called the Serenity Prayer. And even if you're not religious, the message is still powerful. It goes like this. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, I want you to really think about that last part, the wisdom to know the difference. Most of our stress comes from trying to change things we have no control over. You're worrying about whether somebody likes you. You're stressing over the future. You're beating yourself up over mistakes you made years ago. But none of those things are in your control. So why are you carrying that weight? Here's a quick exercise. Write down 2 lists. In one column, list the things that are out of your control. In the other, list what is in your control. Focus only on what's in that second column, because that's really where your power lies. Now, let's talk about problems themselves. I want to shift your perspective for a second. What if, instead of seeing problems as roadblocks to happiness, you saw them as part of the human experience? Think about it. Without challenges, without struggles, will we ever grow? Will we ever appreciate the good moments? There's a reason people say, the rain makes you appreciate the sunshine even more. Your problems aren't there to ruin your life. They're there to teach you something, to help you grow, to build your resilience, to teach you patience, empathy, and strength. And here's the thing. Some of life's most beautiful moments happen in spite of the chaos. You don't need a perfect life to feel peace. You don't need everything to be in order to experience joy. It's in the little things. A deep breath on a tough day. A laugh with a friend. A quiet moment where you just let go. Peace isn't about eliminating life's chaos. It's about learning to live with it and still finding moments of happiness in between. So, let's bring this all together. How do you find happiness and peace in a world that's constantly throwing problems at you? Here are the 3 key takeaways. Number 1, accept that problems are a part of life. Stop waiting for a perfect moment that doesn't exist and never will exist. Number 2, focus on what's in your control. Let go of everything else that isn't in your control. Number 3, choose peace every day. Even if life feels chaotic, even if things aren't perfect, you can still choose to be at peace. One last quote before we wrap up. From the Buddha. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. Happiness doesn't come from controlling everything around you. It comes from controlling what's inside of you. So today, make that choice. Make that choice to let go. Choose to focus on what matters. Choose to find peace within yourself. Because once you do, the rest will follow. And remember, you can't control life, but you can control how you live it.